Okay, so when you first jump into owning a home, or maybe, you're just dreaming about it, what pops into your head first?
Oh, it's the big stuff, right?
Totally. The mortgage, that furnace chugging away,
Mm,
maybe the appraisal, or like, oh gosh, replacing the roof someday.
exactly. Those are huge deals, undeniable parts of owning property. Significant investments.
But here's the thing, and it kind of surprised me, the real joy, that deep satisfaction. It often sneaks in with the little things.
The small victories.
Yes, the stuff that seems kind of mundane, but it's really those quiet acts of care that make a house feel like it's yours.
You really hit on something there. It's almost never like those big splashy reveals you see on TV.
Right.
It's more like the quiet satisfaction of fixing a little nail hole perfectly, or finally sealing up that drafty window that's been bugging you all winter.
Oh, I know that feeling. Relief.
Or even just, putting that first coat of paint on a wall. Maybe your hand's a little shaky, but you're doing it. You're making it your own.
Exactly. And that's really what we want to dive into today. We're pulling back the curtain on three, let's say, humble but honestly super powerful skills: caulking, patching, and painting.
The foundations.
Totally foundational.
Right.
And from our own experience, these aren't just chores. They bring this immense satisfaction, and they make a way bigger impact on how you feel about your space than you'd think.
Mm-hmm.
So our mission here is to show you, our listener, why spending a little time learning these simple skills matters, really matters, and why you'll never regret it.
Think of this as a shortcut. We want to help you get right to the good stuff, understanding the benefits for you and your home.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because it's not just about fixing something broken.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It fundamentally changes your relationship with the house. It stops being just a house and it starts feeling like your house
Yep.
deeply.
Yeah.
And from a sort of psychological angle, it's fascinating. When you do these small hands-on projects, you create this, they call it a mastery loop in your brain.
Ooh, mastery loop. Tell me more.
Well, each time you successfully patch a hole or lay down a nice clean line of caulk or finish painting a wall, it reinforces this feeling of competence, of control.
Oh, okay. I get that.
And that feeling directly fights back against that sense of, being overwhelmed by home maintenance. It actually helps you build a more proactive mindset.
Which probably helps with other stuff too, not just house things.
Absolutely. It can spill over into other areas of life. But specifically for the home, you're building practical skills, sure, but maybe more importantly, you're boosting your confidence. Makes tackling bigger projects later seem less scary.
And saves money, right? And stress.
Oh, definitely. Saves money and stress over time because you catch the little things before they become big, expensive headaches.
I can totally vouch for that. Every little patch or brushstroke kind of tells a story.
Yeah.
I remember the trim near our front door got all scratched up when we moved in this huge, awkward antique dresser.
Oh, yeah. Moving day marks.
Exactly. Or this little dent in the wall where the dog crate bumped it. For ages, they were just there, little eyesores. Reminders.
But now, we fix them ourselves. They're smooth, clean, gone. And it feels different. It's not just a repair. It's like proof that we care. Pride,
Each fix is like a little badge of honor. You're claiming the space.
Yeah. So let's get into what we kind of call the big three. These are the home skills that honestly give you the biggest bang for your buck visually without needing, a contractor's license.
No contractor license required.
Just caulking, patching, and painting. You need a few tools. Yeah, a little patience, maybe.
And just being willing to give it a shot.
Exactly. So let's start with caulk.
Caulk. I like to call it the invisible fix. Because when it's done right, you barely notice it, but everything around it looks brand new.
It's amazing the difference it makes. So for anyone new to this, what's caulk actually doing?
Okay, so basically caulk is a sealant. It's made to fill those small gaps and cracks that just kind of happen over time.
Like where?
Think about the tiny space between your baseboards and the wall, or around your sink, the bathtub, window frames where they meet the wall, or the siding outside. Gotcha.
It makes this flexible, smooth barrier, protects things.
And why is that barrier so important, besides just looking neat?
Well, looking neat is a big part of it. Crisp lines just look finished, but functionally, super important. First, in wet areas, bathrooms, kitchens, it stops water from getting in behind tiles or under the sink.
Which prevents mold and rot.
Exactly. Big problems avoided right there. Second, it helps with energy efficiency. Those little gaps around windows and doors, they let air leak out or in.
Drafts.
Drafts, caulking seals them up, keeps your heated or cooled air inside where you want it, saves you money on energy bills.
Nice.
And yeah, visually, it just makes everything look clean, polished, like a pro did it. Takes a wall from just okay to like, wow, that looks sharp.
Okay, so when should you grab the caulk gun? What are the best times?
Definitely look around your tub or shower. If the old caulk is cracking, peeling, looks moldy or discolored, time for new caulk.
Okay.
Also, it's pretty much essential between trim and walls before you paint. That's how you get that super sharp professional paint line.
Ah, the secret weapon.
Totally. And outside too, around windows and door frames. Blocks air leaks, keeps water out, protects the house itself. You can also use it around sinks, countertops, even cracks in concrete sometimes.
All right, beginner tip time.
Yeah.
How do you get that really clean line? Because my first tries were blobby. Let's just say blobby.
The classic first-time caulk experience. We've all done it. Okay, our best advice. It's actually a few things combined. First, pick the right type of caulk.
Oh, there were different types.
Oh yeah. For bathrooms, kitchens, anything high moisture, you want 100% silicone. It resists water best, fights mold. For trim, you're going to paint. Use an acrylic latex caulk, maybe one with some silicone added for flexibility. It sticks to paint really well.
Okay, right caulk. Got it.
Second, cut the tip of the tube right. Use a sharp utility knife, cut it at about a 45-degree angle, and don't cut too much off. Start small. You want the hole just big enough for the size bead you need. Small hole for tight lines, maybe a bit bigger for wider gaps.
Makes sense.
And then the smoothing. The key is steady pressure, steady movement as you pull the gun along the seam. Now, lots of people say use a damp finger.
Yeah, I've heard that.
It can work, but honestly, it often just smears it around. Try a dedicated caulk finishing tool, or even just a wet sponge or a gloved finger dipped lightly in water. Wipe away the excess right away before it starts to dry or skin over.
Practice first, maybe.
Definitely. Grab a piece of cardboard, practice laying a few beads. You'll get the hang of it fast.
Good tip. Okay, next up, patching. You called this the power of filling in the gaps. I like that.
Yeah, because that's exactly what it does. It seems simple, right? It just fills those little nail holes from pictures or dings, dents, small bits of drywall damage.
But why does that small stuff matter so much in the grand scheme of things?
Because all those little imperfections, if you leave them, they make even a clean wall look kind of neglected.
Yeah, I see that.
Patching makes walls look fresh, cared for, maintained. It's also totally necessary prep work if you're going to paint. Or even if you're moving outright, leave the place looking good.
Good point. Like for resale value.
Absolutely. A house that looks like someone took care of the details, that sends a strong message to buyers. It suggests the bigger things were probably taken care of too. Adds perceived value. Attention to detail counts.
So when are the main times you'd grab the spackle?
Definitely after you take down pictures or shelves, all those little nail holes, or maybe command hooks, pulled off some paint.
Oh yeah, hate when that happens.
Also good for smoothing out corners or baseboards that have gotten banged up over time. And like I said, it's a non-negotiable step before you repaint any room. You need a smooth canvas. Don't just paint over the holes, you'll see them.
Okay, noted. So for a beginner, what's the easiest way to handle those little jobs?
For small nail holes, minor dings. Lightweight spackle is your absolute best friend. Seriously, it's super easy to use, dries fast, sands smooth.
How do you use it?
Get a flexible putty knife, scoop a little spackle, press it firmly into the hole, make sure it fills it completely. Sometimes for slightly deeper dents, you might need a quick second coat after the first one dries because it can shrink a tiny bit.
Okay.
Let it dry, check the instructions, but lightweight stuff is often dry in like 15-30 minutes. Then grab fine grit sandpaper or a sanding block. Sand it lightly, just enough to make it smooth and level with the wall.
Not too much sanding.
Right, don't overdo it. Just get it smooth, wipe off the dust, and boom, ready for primer or paint.
Nice. What about bigger holes? Like, oops, I put my foot through the wall size.
Well, hopefully not that big. But yeah, for larger damage, maybe fist-sized or bigger, you'd need a drywall patch kit. Usually involves a mesh or metal patch, and then using joint compound, maybe a couple of layers, sanding in between. More steps, but the basic idea, fill it, smooth it, is the same.
Gotcha. Okay, third of the big three. The one with maybe the biggest wow factor. Painting.
Oh, painting. Yes. It's amazing. It refreshes the space, lets you personalize it, and it protects surfaces too, inside and out. It's like giving your home a whole new outfit.
Or a personality transplant.
Exactly.
So why does painting matter so much? More than just the color.
Well, color is huge, obviously.
Right.
Paint can instantly make a room feel brighter, bigger, more welcoming. It's how you inject your style, your warmth, makes it feel like you.
Yeah.
It can take a space that feels old or dated and make it feel brand new, honestly. And for way less money than, say, a full remodel. Plus, paint acts as a protective layer. Especially outside, it guards against sun, rain, wear, and tear.
So it's functional too.
Very functional, both decorative and protective. Super powerful stuff.
So when should painting be on your radar?
Obvious times are covering up stains you can't scrub off, or maybe those colors from the previous owners that just aren't you.
We've all been there.
Oh, yeah. Also, it's one of the smartest things you can do before selling your house. Fresh paint, neutral colors, huge boost to appeal, high return on investment. And, of course, it's the perfect way to finish off after you've done your patching and caulking. Ties it all together for that really polished look.
Okay, beginner painting tips.
Yeah.
How do you avoid looking like a beginner painted it? You know, brush marks, roller lines.
Oh, the quest for the perfect finish. This is where spending a little extra time and maybe a few extra bucks on tools really pays off.
Like what?
Get good tools, a decent angled brush that's for cutting in neatly around trim and ceilings, good quality painter's tape like the blue stuff for sharp lines, and remove the tape before the paint is totally bone dry, otherwise it can peel the paint off with it.
Oh, good tip. I always waited too long.
Yeah, pull it at an angle while it's still slightly tacky, and get a good roller frame and roller cover. Choose the right nap, that's the fuzziness for your wall texture. Smoother walls, shorter nap.
Okay, tools? What about technique?
Prep is key. Clean the walls, do your patching, maybe light sand. Then, when rolling, don't dunk the whole roller in the paint tray. Load it, then roll off the excess on the ribbed part of the tray. On the wall, paint in like a W shape first, maybe 3 feet by 3 feet. Then fill in that W with more vertical strokes, overlapping slightly.
A W.
Yeah, it helps distribute the paint evenly. And the biggest secret, keep a wet edge.
Wet edge.
Means you work fast enough so that the edge of the section you just painted is still wet when you start rolling the next section right beside it. Blend into that wet paint. That's how you avoid those ugly lap marks where sections overlap.
Okay, wet edge.
And feather your edges. As you finish a stroke, lift the roller gently, lighten the pressure, avoid hard lines.
Makes sense. What about paint type? Glossy? Flat?
Good question. Flat or matte finishes hide imperfections really well, great for ceilings or living rooms, but they aren't super washable. Eggshell or satin have a slight sheen, easier to clean, good for most rooms. Semi-gloss or gloss are very durable and wipeable, best for trim, doors, kitchens, bathrooms where you need that toughness.
Wow. Okay, lots to consider, but sounds doable. Now, I know what some people might be thinking, because I've definitely thought it. But what if I mess up? What if the caulk looks terrible? What if I get paint on the ceiling? What if I forget to sand a patch and it looks lumpy? We have all been there. Trust me. My first attempt at painting a straight line looked more like, rolling L's.
Haha, it's totally normal to feel that fear, the fear of the mess up. Yeah. But here's the thing. This is where you gotta shift your mindset. It is absolutely okay to mess up. Seriously.
Right.
Yes. Because learning how to fix something, that's never wasted time. These skills, they're not just about the end result looking perfect. They teach you other stuff.
Like what?
Patience. Oh my goodness. Waiting for paint to dry teaches patience. Problem solving. Like, okay, why did that patch crack? How do I fix it? Resourcefulness, looking up a tutorial, finding the right tool.
Yeah.
And maybe most importantly, it gives you that amazing feeling of, hey, yeah, I can handle this. Even if the first try isn't perfect, even if you have to redo that trim line, you're not just learning to paint, you're building real confidence.
Progress over perfection.
Exactly, every single time. Progress is way more important than getting it perfect right out of the gate.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so beyond feeling good and more confident, let's talk practical stuff. Yeah. Money. Because learning this saves money, right?
Oh, absolutely. Big time. And it adds up faster than you might think.
Give us some examples, like hiring versus DIY.
Okay, let's do a quick comparison. Ballpark figures, obviously. Hire someone just to patch a few holes and paint one regular wall. You're easily looking at $150, maybe more, just for labor.
Wow.
Need a bathtub recaulked professionally, or maybe a few drafty windows sealed, could be $200, $300 plus, depending on how much needs doing.
Okay.
Bigger drywall repair, like fixing a decent-sized hole. $300, $500 easily, maybe more for a pro.
Yikes. Okay, DIY costs.
All right, DIY. A good tube of caulk, $10, maybe $15. A tub of spackle, $8 to $12. A gallon of decent paint, $25 to $50, plus your time, of course.
The savings on just one project are pretty clear.
Right. But think long term, over say 5 or 10 years. If you consistently handle these big 3 tasks yourself, you could easily save thousands of dollars. Seriously,
That's like
thousands.
new appliances money
Yeah.
or vacation.
Exactly, or money towards a bigger renovation down the line. But it's not just the upfront savings, as great as that is. It's gaining the skill, the ability to fix small problems before they turn into giant, expensive
Like
disasters.
catching a small leak before it ruins the subfloor.
Precisely. That is real home wisdom, financial empowerment, really.
Okay, we've hit the practical, the fixes, the savings.
Yeah.
But let's shift gears a little. Let's talk about something deeper, what you call the heartbeat of home ownership.
Yeah. It's worth remembering, no home stays perfect, especially one that's actually lived in and loved.
True.
Things shift, they settle, cracks appear, paint fades. That's just life happening in a house. It's not a flaw, it's just part of its story. But when you show up, when you actively care for your space, even in these small ways, patching, painting, caulking, something really cool happens, you start to see the memories in the work itself.
How do you mean?
Like, you look at a wall and you don't just see paint. You remember the afternoon you spent painting it for the nursery, or you remember caulking the windows before your first winter there, feeling all snug and prepared.
Ah, yeah. Or the patch where that picture used to hang, reminding you how your style changed.
Exactly. That's the real heartbeat of owning a home, I think. It's being present. It's the care you put in. It's the stories you build right into the walls. And that quiet satisfaction of nurturing the place that shelters and nurtures you back.
That's really lovely.
Mm.
So as we start to wrap this up, what's the main takeaway, the core message?
It's this. You don't have to know everything on day one. You don't have to tackle it all at once. And you definitely don't have to get it perfect the first time you try.
Just try.
Just try. The real value is in being the person who gives it a shot.
You'll honestly never regret learning these skills. Caulking, patching, painting. They help you care for your home, they build serious pride, and they let you create something beautiful, something personal from really small beginnings.
So go on, grab that paintbrush, use that painter's tape, peel it off at the right time.
Haha, yes. Clean up the little mess you might make along the way
Oh yeah,
and call it progress. Because it absolutely is.
it really is. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into, well, the empowering world of just taking care of your home and discovering what you can do.
Yeah, thanks everyone. And hey, you can always check us out on social media. We're at Your Home Dad on various platforms. Come say hi.
And thank you again for being part of our journey. We love the fun, the learning, and building this community all around home care. We'll catch you next time.